All right. So, right now we're talking about 3 warning signs that the girl that you're attracted to, just cold approached, that you're into, is emotionally damaged. So 3 warning signs, 3 red flags that she is emotionally damaged. Let's crack right into this, fellas. All right, so the first sign that the girl is emotionally damaged is that she is attracted to abusive men, okay? She's attracted to abusive men to the point where she cannot even function in a normal, healthy relationship, right? You probably have met girls like this throughout your life, right? That anytime a good guy comes along, a guy that can really take care of her financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, she pisses on him, right? A guy that like is just good for her, that's like high value, is willing to take care of her, is in love with her, is a good guy. She just pisses on these guys, kicks them in the nuts, right? Takes them for granted and pushes him aside for an abusive guy, right? This is the very, very, very common warning sign of a girl who is emotionally damaged. Is she'd rather be with an abusive guy than a non-abusive guy. Okay, she'd rather be with a guy who cheats on her, lies to her, is emotionally and physically abusive, rather than a guy who treats her good, a guy who takes care of her. Right? I've dated a few girls like this myself, that it's like the better you treat them, the worse she treats you. Right? And I know you've dated girls like this too. The better you treat her, the worse she treats you. That's a huge sign that the girl is emotionally damaged. As we pass my hotel, the Venetian. Look at that. It looks gorgeous at night, guys. Gorgeous. A lot of gorgeous women in there too. Believe me. Right? So that's the first sign that she's emotionally damaged, is she is attracted to abusive men. And she is even, I mean, so much so to the point where she's even repulsed. She is literally repulsed by good guys, by guys who do the right thing, by guys who like have a good job and who went to school and got their degree and is trying to do everything right. She's repulsed by guys like that. Instead, she wants the guy who's like a deadbeat dad, who doesn't have a job, gets fired every week, bumming rides off of her, takes money from her. She'd rather be with that guy than be with you. So that's warning sign number 1. The second warning sign that she is an emotionally damaged woman is, and this is something that's a little less obvious, but you want to look for this, okay? This is the second warning sign she's emotionally damaged, is that she competes with you like a dude, okay? She competes with you like a dude. She constantly needs to compete with you like she's wearing like she has a penis, right? And I bet even your guy friends don't compete with you this hard. So she constantly competes with you. She constantly needs to win arguments. It's like this girl just, even when she knows she's wrong, she just won't admit it, right? She just won't back down, and she'll keep punching. She'll keep like trying to hit you with something else. She just won't admit. She'll never admit when she's wrong, and she will constantly try to win arguments with you. Constantly, like every little thing is a debate. I remember one girl I dated, it's like, she was the epitome of this. Like every little thing, she made a point to disagree with me. I mean, I could say, hey, look, the sky is blue. And she'd be like, no, looks like it's turning a little gray. I'm like, why can't you just agree with something I say, for Pete's sakes? Right? I'm like, look at all these lights. I'd be like, look at all these lights in Vegas. It's like really bright and pretty. It's like, they're kind of loud and annoying. It's like the chick could just never agree with anything you have to say. She constantly has to challenge you on everything, no matter how small, no matter how mundane, and no matter how ridiculous. Okay, this is the second warning sign she's damaged goods. As we pass the fountains at the Bellagio. Actually, they're on right now. Check this out. Let's try to get closer. Look at that, guys. Look at those fountains go. Woo! Man, it's crazy. There goes the fountains, right? Fountains at Bellagio. How often do you see that? So, not to get too distracted from the coaching video, we're driving up and down Las Vegas Strip here, and trying to finish up some coaching videos that I need to get done. So this is one of them. So that is the second sign that she is, second warning sign I want to say, that she is emotionally damaged, is that she competes with you like a dude. She needs to constantly challenge you. She needs to constantly win every single argument. She's just not feminine, man. She's not submissive. I can't stand chicks like that, right? I can't stand that. I mean, I've dated women who are very intelligent, very logical, have facts and statistics all day long, but when we're debating or we're arguing, the chick just knows when to be a woman. She just knows when to submit, when to just let it go, when to back down. And not surprisingly, these are chicks that have no problem finding a husband. These are chicks that have no problem, like, not exercising their open hypergamy or not riding the carousel. Instead, they jump in like a stable marriage with a good guy, and they end up like staying married for the rest of their lives. I mean, these chicks are the epitome of what I would consider a strong woman, right? I don't consider a loud, mouthy, argumentative woman as strong. To me, that's not strong. That's just a woman who's weak and insecure with herself, where she needs to be right all the time. That's not strong to me, right? I don't care what Oprah has to say about that. That's not strong to me. That's weak. So that is the second sign that she is emotionally damaged, is she constantly competes with you like a dude. Constantly competes with you. The third and final warning sign that she's emotionally damaged is, and this shouldn't be any surprise, is the fact that she sleeps around a lot, okay? She's in double digits, and she's only in her early 20s, right? She's slept with dozens and dozens of men. She spread her legs for dozens and dozens of men. And I did a coaching video on this previously too, about how women retain the DNA from every male sexual partner she's had in the past, right? So basically every guy that has like shot a load in her, even just in her mouth, right? She retains this guy's DNA basically for the rest of her life. And this is why the more sexual partners a woman has, the less able she is to pair bond with a male long term, right? So these chicks will never ever last in an LTR, much less a marriage, right? So this is the third and final warning sign that the girl's emotionally damaged, is she sleeps around, she's very promiscuous. These girls, many times, the reason why they do this is because they have daddy issues, and they never had a father figure who stuck around, or at least a father figure that they respected. Or even if they did have a father figure in their life, if they're one of those rare females that did, their father figure was very, very weak. He was beta, he was blue pill, never disciplined her, never held her accountable for her actions. He would just be like, anytime she did something wrong, he'd be like, oh, it's okay, princess. It's okay, little princess. It's okay. You can do no wrong. Whatever you want, I'll get it for you, little princess. So he would be thinking like, oh, I'm pleasing my daughter, I'm making her happy by giving her a mental participation trophy, but by doing that, she's really just losing respect for him. And the result of this is her resenting men as she grows older, right? And then she turns into a feminist. So that is the third and final warning sign that she is emotionally damaged, is that she sleeps around, she's promiscuous, because in her head, she equates sex to love, okay? She equates sex to love. Women who are promiscuous, who sleep around with a lot of dudes, that's what the reason why they do that is because they equate sex to love. Every time they have sex with a guy, they feel like they're experiencing love, when in reality, what they're experiencing is lust. Not love, but lust. So those are the three warning signs that the girl is an emotionally damaged female. Be careful, be very, very careful. And until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets.